Okay, rolling. So I'm back. Hey, Philip. And Lori. Hey, girl. She got a hot bod, yoga bod. Yeah. I'd say I'm jealous, but I'm not willing to do that, so. Rock on now. You've got it going. Anyway. So where was I? Chase. Okay, so I left the bank, and I realized that the whole system's already set up, man. If they had taken down my license plate and called the sheriff just with that license plate number, I could have gone home and found a sheriff here. Because I offended him. And that threatened him. You know, I realized that, for starters. And then I went to Costa Vida to get my favorite. They had a special, so I got the Baja Bowl, but I normally get the burrito. And I put I gave the credit card to the girl, Charlotte, who's awesome. Told her about the whole thing. I even told the kid, they were there last week, the same guy and gal. And I told the white, really tall, giant kid, I was like, listen, I said, even a fool, if he keeps his mouth shut, sounds wise, or, appears wise. I said, know that, because the way you guys get in trouble, you white guys, is by running your mouths. And I was like, I would not have gone there if this asshole hadn't acted like, whatever, he was being a dick. I don't know why Ronnie's barking. It may be the mob here to put a hit on me. Uncle Mike, come on. Really? The whole outing was by spirit, and it was to get you to repent. So she could get some gang for her instead of you serving the patriarch. Knock, knock. Same for Pete. Frank, you're on your own, man. You are not my friend. And never have been. In fact, all you friends that I told you to fuck off directly, the rest of you friends, if I haven't told you to fuck off, Kevin, that one's for you. Oh, then you're good. If I haven't told you to fuck off, you're good. Like Ken. And Lori. Yeah, everybody else just totally screwed me over, abandoned me, like, in my worst time. Every time I had a worse time. They didn't abandon me before, but actually they did. I just let them, yeah, they kind of did. They're just not good people. Everything they do is fake. Ooh, on Facebook, I'm going to join and I'm going to donate $10 here. $10? $10? Well, no one's really going to know, so maybe I'll do 5. I'm a philanthropist. They're fakes. I mean, first you got the church that's all, they think they're Christians because they believe. But they're living just like the world. I mean, it's just like Scripture says. Exactly! And I'm not a scholar. Nice to see everybody. Thanks for showing up. Anyway, so I realized that could be the case. So they already have that. And so what they're going to do is you got your IPS addresses. It's all wired. It's all set up. It's all set up. It's just people running their mouths and blah, blah, blah. Ooh, yeah, we have... and if they weren't so busy already, they probably would have run out to see my license plate number. You know what I'm saying? And the spirit told me, I don't know what that's moving. Spirit told me that you're like, oh, after we're going to have a meeting, and we're going to have a plan next time if somebody comes in here and offends us. Because we're white and we're scared. We're scared of people who aren't going to take our bullshit lying down. And Anyway, you poked the mama bear and I'm not sorry. But let's just say the swords are real and mommy is watching. Okay, this is what we're going to call HD, okay? So don't look too close. HD is gross. If you look at it up close, no wonder they have to wear all that makeup besides the fact that they're... Yes, they are. Oui, oui. I have a whole new French. It's my love language, and I'm very fluent. Like Pepe Le Pew, the girl one. Woo. Yeah, and I realized that Pete, as badass as a gangsta mofro as he is, slices and dices. But he doesn't consume. Mommy says he's not a consumer. So that's something. And I'm going to say everything that I tell you here in this very secret space, shh, it's a secret. Okay? We're a club, not a gang, alright? We don't have any weird initiation shit where there's shit or blood or consumption of the same, etc. grotesque insanity. I hope you're following me. She says you are. Look, I brought Flair. My store. I still can't remember the store that mentions the sacred store. Because my favorite green store, because I recycle, is called the Sacred Seed. And I love them so much. Because they're my family. And they get me. I mean, they might think I'm crazy, but, you know, everybody's crazy. That's what one of my old friends used to say. Old friends don't get mentioned by name. Very disappointed in my friends. I think my sister knows how disappointed I am in her. She should. Girl got bitch slapped! Yeah. Bitch blast slapped. Gang gang. Sorry. You're a fraud. We're not the same. We might look the same, but we're not the same. Not even close. So, get off my Disney business and find your own gig, okay? Quit pretending to be me outwardly and working full time. Okay? Thanks. She sings in the choir. No credit. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She's one of those Hebrews that prefers to live in Egypt because she likes the leeks and onions. And she likes pretending she has balls, y'all. She hangs with the big boys. Boom, 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 boom. How take that and shove it up your CrossFit, bitch. She is killing herself for what? You know how overtaxing she's doing her body for years now. Oh yeah, let's really push physical stuff. Doesn't make anybody skinnier. It doesn't. You're overtaxing your bodies, you morons. Do the paleo thing. Move around a lot and lift heavy shit. What? That doesn't count because you're not at a gym. She's pretty hot. Yes, and I'm pregnant and I don't have a womb. And I couldn't verify it And it's been a little maddening. But, you know, F you to anybody that doesn't believe. Like my family. You explain 45 pounds on a scale and just like a big belly gut. What is in there weighing that much? Started at 106, and you can't even see extra weight on me. I mean, I'm wearing one of Scott's undershirts because they're lightweight and cotton. And I like wearing cotton. And I like wearing loose. So it's one of my jokes too when I go out. I say, because I did a sample at Costco and I spilt some chicken noodle soup on my mad swag. And I was like, oh no, I got on my super cool white t-shirt. And she's like, oh no. And I was like, I'm kidding. It's my husband's undershirt. I said, who wore it better? And she said, you do, definitely. Everybody always says I do. And they don't even know him. It's just smart. So anyway, they already have everything wired. And when Pete put surveillance devices in my house, and he's been effing with my sleep at night 2 nights in a row, there is technology where they can try to get in your mind. Because it woke me up. And it pissed Spirit off, man. She was like, I was yelling at him. And threatening, she's threatening him to just knock it the fuck off. No one can fuck with me. Do you understand? Because the whole story of Elijah breathing fire is me. I'm the fire-breathing dragon. No coincidence my eldest name is the same. Oh, maybe it is a coincidence. I don't know. Do I have a penis? No. Okay, then it's not a coincidence. I used to defend you guys. I loved white men. My father was a white man. White man. And you're no white man. Not like my father. Now he was angry. And he was, you know, had a little bit of a volatile temper. But he never took it out on anybody. He never abused anybody. And I always got blamed. Julie, why'd you upset him? I was the only one that would stand up to him. You know? And we'd always work it out. You know? And he would tell everybody, oh, Julie's just oversensitive. No, Julie stands up to Dad. And when he blows his lid on Julie, Julie tells him, you know, you're not allowed to do that, dude. I'm over 40 years old. And my siblings don't get it because they never stay with them. Every time I went to Atlanta, I stayed with them and lived there. So they, you know, they just had a different way of putting up with his tantrums. But his tantrums were born out of pain that he never fixed from childhood. You know? And he's the Grim Reaper. His middle name is Gibbs, Gibbora, Edward Gibbor, Gibbs Robinson. I'm Julie Robinson Thomas. I'm going on the record because I have people surveilling me and threatening me, putting incendiary devices in my home. This is what Spirit tells me, but I'm basing it on tarot card readings. So I take this as a real threat when I go to jiggle my door handle, and it has been one way for 13 years and everybody in this household knows it, and now it's working actually properly. They fixed it. Damn it! Thank you. Wait. I don't appreciate it. I really don't. And if I have trouble uploading these videos, I'm going to digital trail this story even more. I mean, I think I've already done it enough. But she's not fucking around. 400 prophets of Baal, she says I'm up against right now. I don't know how that works. There's just a lot of people hating on Divine Feminine, and it is so ugly. It is uglier than the first 6,000 years of it. You motherfuckers. You better get your shit straight. I'm having hot chocolate. Because I didn't this morning. I had chocolate milk instead. Yeah. She says we're out of here on my birthday. One way or another. And I'm cutting everything off one way or another. And I'm going to leave this shit up. And she said this book was to verify that Stone Age. And the people left behind, you know, all the wonky eyes. That's technology. So that, like that movie with, what's his name? Who was a cop in the future. And he had that technology. And it would tell him who's who as he was walking around. It's like that movie. Wonk eyes. You shall know them by their fruit and their wonk eyes. And in the future, that's the mark of the beast. Because in order to be safe with people and to recognize, and like if we don't have that, we're not going to be on their radar. But then they'll know, she's not one of us. She's wearing those glasses. Like in that other movie that I can't remember the name of with the glasses. This is why I need a husband to do heavy lifting, you know, have fun with in the pure way, like the Song of Solomon. Still, God, why does everybody think that Christians have to be asexual? It's bullshit. If anyone's asexual, it's because you got dummies that don't know the Lord. If both people know the Lord, nobody ever should lack for anything in that department. We got off track now. Sexual. Anything out of man and woman, wonk eye. And they're all Andy-tranny Automites. They have to do it that way. It's exactly what Scripture said. And then the past is the future. It's back to the future. I don't know why, but this is how they did it. You know? And we're getting answers every day. So I guess I'm going to shut this off because it's running. And I don't think it's going to load any faster, even with this new phone. 5G though is radiation and mind control, and then chip implantation, and they're gonna do it under the guise of safety. You know, and then us, we got our own, you know, used to be, still is, tattoos, bloodletting, pray over it when you have it done, but we're gonna blend so they can't tell who's who. And this was part of my test. Would I do? Would I go against the Old Testament and what I know to be true? And it's practical and good medical advice to not get tattoos. I mean, there's just no good reason to get a tattoo, honestly. Unless the Lord tells you, new dispensation. I'm not telling you what to do. Don't go run out and get it, because it's actually supposed to be a name that identifies us. Mine means sweet tiny shrimp in Japanese. This is who she identifies as, which is actually Godzilla. And gang. Talk to you soon. Love you guys. Bye, Nanny Bunny. I love you. And Astro Queen.